Hello everybody and welcome to Making Art, Crafts and Designs mini tutorial number 4. Before we go any further, first of all I'd like to say that I hope that you're all well and safe, and I hope that you have been enjoying the last few tutorials that we've done. And of course I'd like to say hello to our lovely camera lady, Debbie.
Hello Anna.
Hi Debbie, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, good.
I always have fun with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's so easy to do.
It is very easy.
You get quite a nice effect. And by the way, I just want to say, love your hair.
Thank you.
I
I
do.
do pink.
Yeah, but it looks good.
It's all for fun, isn't it? Let's
It is.
try and find some happiness in these gloomy days.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to be using foam, simple foam sheets that you can find in most supermarkets, craft stores, anywhere where they have children's products basically. And we're going to be seeing how we can create all these different effects. Okay, so I've chosen to go kind of abstract and geometrical, and I've decided to use a tea towel, but you can use any item of fabric, so it could be a shirt or something that you want to revamp, cushion cover, whatever. As long as it's fabric, you can do it, and as long as it's cotton as well. Okay, so thank you for that. So what you will need today is masking tape or double-sided tape, elastic bands, some kiddies blocks or any kind of wooden block that you have hanging around, a pair of scissors, obviously your foam sheets, ruler, various pens, paper, foam sheets again to rest your fabric on, your fabric textile paints, which again we do sell online, as well as the dabbers, spatulas and the tray, and some bits of fabric. I mean, this is blank fabric that you can use just to try out your different designs, see how they come. Okay, so just to explain quickly, oops, how I got some of these designs. Okay, so one thing to remember about using foam to print in this way is that you need to have at least one surface which is completely straight, because that is the surface that is going to, that is the side that's going to sit on the surface. So you want it as even as possible. To get the square stripes, I got a kiddies block, got some double-sided tape, cut some thinner strips, as you can see, of foam, and then I literally just stuck them on. So you can do circles, you can do zigzags, hexagons, whatever you want. Okay, do it and give it a try. And the same applied for the squares. I just literally cut squares, put some double-sided tape on, and got that effect. To get this squidgy one, I got a piece of foam, literally just rolled it up, tied it with some an elastic band, and again you can see there the surface is flat, this one isn't. All right, and that's what I used to stamp on there. To get this one, I had some foam strip that I'd kept tied up for a little bit, took it off. Oh, it should sprinkle open. There you go. And then you can decide how you want it. So if you want it to be a bit wide like that, that's fine. And you can either put double-sided tape or some masking tape, and then you can move it around. So if you want that up there like that, so you get that pattern, it's the same thing. Okay, this is another one which I had some tape on, and I've literally just stuck it together with double-sided tape, and that side is the flat side. To get the squiggly shape, I got another piece of foam that I'd cut, and I literally just folded it like, I don't know if you can see that, how I'm folding it. Okay, so you've got that kind of zigzag shape. And then I just literally tied the bottom, once I've decided which is the flat side. Okay, so there you go. Obviously the higher up the tape, the elastic band, the wider the zigzag pattern, but what happens then is that it's not flat on the surface. So you have to kind of wiggle it around a bit like that. So the idea is that you can use anything. If you have cookie cutters, you can use them to cut the shape or mark out the shape that you want. And as I did for the tiny individual squares, I stuck them onto the end of a pen. So again, I just used double-sided tape and stuck my 3 squares on with the individual colours that I wanted. Okay, so it's quite straightforward, very easy. So I just started to do the other side of this tea towel. So I'll do a little bit more to demonstrate to you how to do this. So there we go, our foam sheets, our bits of paper, just to stop the ink from going through. There we go. And we just lay our fabric down. Okay, so to do the stripes, got my block already, a little bit of fabric paint onto my tray, get a little bit, just dab it, make it easy, even, and you just literally dab it on like that. And because it's a block, you can measure it up quite easily. Oh, I want it the other way. And just give it a bit of a press, and that should do the trick. Okay, so then you could just wipe the surface. You can use the same strips again with different colour, but I would advise going on to a darker colour than the one that you used. To do the squares, I did a bit of blue. So again, I just dabbed it on, a little bit on that one. Then I got my turquoise. Okay, so I've got a little bit of paint there. I'm just going to get that one off. Okay, need a bit more there. All right, and then I'll put it in between 2 blocks. I'll put the darker blue at the bottom because I want to kind of graduate it up. And there you go. Okay, so you can make them a bit more solid, the colours, but I quite like that blotchy bit, or fabric, I don't know what you call it actually. Right, so let's look at the zigzag, because the zigzag's a bit tricksy. All right, so same principle, just dab your paint on. Okay, and then we're going to do it in between here, because you'll technically have another square. And just literally press it a bit firmly, give it a little squiggle. And I'm just rocking it slightly to get those end ones. Oops, that one's come out a little bit too ziggy. Right, let's give another one. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to be a bit firmer this time. That's why it's always good to try and see how it comes out. Okay, so I've pushed it down. So I'm holding it a bit firmly down the bottom, and I'm pushing it down slightly at the top. And there we go, that's a better zigzag. Okay, so then to do your circles, so this big one, I think I used turquoise. So again, I just popped it on, might need a little bit more. Because the edges are quite close, it does get a little bit blurry. A bit more solid on the thing. There we go. That almost came off. Okay, so this is above the zigzag, so just pop it down and press firmly. go. Okay, so like I said, because it's slightly double-sided there, joint, it does come out slightly less there. But again, I quite like that, so I'm going to leave it. And then we've got this little one here, turquoisey one. So this one I'm going to try because it does get quite heavy with the dye. So let's just try. Yeah, you see I put too much on. And look, you get another effect. That's quite good. So that goes around there. Press it in, a few seconds, and off we go.
Well, that's come out really nice.
It has
hasn't
come
it?
out nice, yeah. So basically you do that technique with all your foam bits, and like I said, it's best to try them out until you feel happy with the amount of fabric paint and how they're coming out, etc. The other thing that I'll just show you is doing these little squares. So easy, so easy. You literally just get your dabber, put your paint on, decide where you're going to pop it. It's about here. And voila!
Cute.
Okay, so that's basically it. I'm going to continue this in my own time, but I just wanted to show you basically how you can do this, and you know, you can be really experimental and try all sorts of different shapes and sizes and colours and see what comes out. Of course, once you've done that, what you do need to do is to heat fix your fabric. So as I've mentioned in my previous tutorials, I get a piece of greaseproof paper, put that on top of the print, and then a very, very hot iron with no water, so no steam or anything. And I hold it down for 5 seconds and just keep moving it. 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, all over the design. Then once I'm happy that it's quite dry and everything, I will turn it over, iron it normally on the back, and then do the 5 seconds again straight onto the fabric. After that, you can wash it up to 40 degrees and you know, you won't have any problems with it. So I hope that you'll come up with some really great ideas. It's a really fun project to do. And we're going to finish now for a couple of weeks, but I will be back. I'm looking at the moment at doing batik, but without the wax. So yeah, that's going to be really, really good fun. So the next sort of mini series will just be about different techniques that you can use, including block printing, to you know, print your fabric or your items of clothing or whatever it is you decide to make. So until next time, we hope, Debbie and I'm sure, yes?
Yes. Can I just say
Yeah.
that you must really look at Anna's most wonderful array of colours in this fabric print. Go to her website. I have been converted by Anna, and this is such a fun project to do at any time. And also Betty and Frank. You can hear Betty snoring in the background. There she is, snoring. Bye from Betty. Frank's disappeared. Bye from Debbie.
And bye from me. See you soon.
Bye.